so the sun is hitting this. Not sure if you can see well, but what I'm doing here is I've just 3D printed a Tinywhoop propeller popper, and these are the parts I 3D printed. I'm gonna use this piece of metal, and I'm gonna use for the shaft one of these 0.7mm drill bits. I happen to have 20, so I already got one here. And what I'm gonna do right now is simply assemble the thing. So I'm gonna pop this shaft into here. This has to go there. Let me. Looks like it's a tight fit. Shouldn't be banging on that side. And for this part, the tendency, whenever I use it, I think the tendency will be for the thing to get tighter and tighter, because this part just gonna press. But if I can fit it now, it would be nice. Wondering if this is what the heck? Why can't I? Alright. Now I guess it's in. So now that this is like this, the sun is really destroying this, huh? I'm gonna get the drill, and I've measured the part which is inside the drill is the part that has to stay out here, so I'm simply gonna drill it further down and then glue it. So let's go. Alright, that's where it has to stay. Just pop the drill bit out. And this should be pretty much what I want to be sticking out in order to push the propellers. Now I'm simply gonna add glue here. And I gotta see if this is tight, not going in. Now I'm gonna add a drop of glue there. Alright, so I got it. I'm gonna add 2 or 3 drops of glue here. And I'm also gonna add glue to this side of the drill. See, I'm gonna add glue to the drill because I want it to be perfectly glued inside. And then I'm gonna pop it in, just leaving out that tiny little part I need. which is the measurement I got here. Exactly, that's the size I need to stick out. So now I'm gonna add more glue. Just let it dry, and hopefully it will be in place and strong enough to pop the propellers out. So now that I've done that, I gotta fix this part, which is gonna go here. So first I'm gonna cut it. I've already measured the length I need, considering that all this is gonna go inside this, and what sticks out is the measurement I got here. This side has a curve, so I'm gonna cut this to length. That's the first thing I'm gonna do with this part. Oh shit. It should crack now. Acho que é. Mas esse é água destilhada que comprei. Okay, so now this goes into this part here. Oh, but first I have to make on this side, I have to make here a cut in order to be able to fit it under the propeller. Like so, you see? It has to go under, it has to go under the propeller. So I'm gonna do that cut. I could do it later, but I was about to forget, but alright. And now I got a small cut. It fits under the propeller. Yeah. Because when you press these propellers on, you gotta give some space for the motor, because there's a clip you don't want to remove. actually right now it's a bit tight, so I'm gonna okay, so I just tried to make it thinner to help it having an easier job going under the propeller. Yeah. It's under the prop. Not completely in yet, but wonder if I could make it larger. But if I make it larger, then I won't be able to make it reach the prop. So now I'm gonna put this here. And, hammer the thing in. I've tried before and it was going in, so why it is not going now? Oh man. This thing is so tight. There's a pin that goes here through a hole to keep it in place. I don't actually think I need that pin because this goes here and it should pop the propellers out. Theoretically, that's how it works. When you press it, it goes through and should pop. And should pop the props out. Let me check. There's this weird little clip that I don't want to remove. It's not working very well. Stick it further under the motor. Is it? It's not popping out, but Okay, so I finally managed to get one out, but it was harder than I expected. To be honest, it was way harder than I expected. I thought this tool would be a lot easier. I thought this tool would be a lot easier to use. And you know what? It ain't that easy. You just ruin all the propellers and the thing doesn't come out. So looks like these props are really a pain in the ass to remove. That's what everybody says. Okay, try and do it on camera. See? Got it. Got it out. It comes out like this. Because you don't want to bend the motor shafts. Okay, but that's how you... I think I'm gonna drill a hole here and put the pin, because this gets so tight that it might actually come loose. So guess I'm gonna put that pin in. Okay, so I just got this little... I've drilled a hole, as I said. I got this little pin all the way in, and I simply pressed it in here. It's pressed. It's not gonna fall out, but if I ever need to pull it out, I can stick like a tip of a screwdriver and pull it out and disassemble the thing. And that's how you make a tool to pop propellers from Tinywhoops.